5 times. Okay? Yep.
Well, I think that they don't use the War Powers Act, and they really don't mind that today, as the only president that did was Nixon, as it mentioned in the article. And I think as well, they've only declared it 5 times, but in the last 70 years they haven't declared it at all. But they've engaged in war a lot, taking sides with countries that are allies to them, and they've engaged a lot more that way without directly declaring war, almost to not make an immediate enemy, but almost to fight against them in a way.
Is there any way that the government or the president separates what type of conflict they're getting into?
I mean, yeah, yes and no. Congress has a lot of say in that, but at the same time, I think the president almost has supreme say over everything, even though they claim, and he claims, they don't.
So it's a commander-in-chief situation. If he wants to deploy them, he can deploy them. Yeah, Morgan.
Just it said, like, they don't actually follow, but it says if you're Duke University or something, if you're putting lives at risk, Congress should be involved in that. So, like they're saying, if you have to, what they say, like put boots on the ground, then they should have a Congress decision as the president, even though they don't follow that.
So is that you speaking? You're saying you think that Congress needs to be part of the decision if you're going to put boots on the ground? All right. Awesome.
Well,
oh, who was it? Wams? Wams and then Kate?
Sure.
oh, we're going to call that?
No, you can go.
You can go.
Okay, well, it's a quote from this. It's often said you can't have 535 generals, which means 100 senators and 435 representatives, because that takes too long and it makes like the country indecisive on what they should do, and that's why we need the president to act. Because nowadays it doesn't take 7 months for like countries to get together like it did before, and like get their ships across, because now we have missiles and things. So we need the president to act fast and make a decision quickly, or else it's gonna mess everything up.
So information spreads quicker, but people move faster, right here you're saying, and weapons move faster, missiles. And
Well, yeah, so we need a president to move fast instead of a Congress taking votes and moving slower.
So we need to match the speed.
Yeah.
Kate?
Well, that's good. I was just going to say that we just can't have 535 generals because you need, like, a direct decision. Like, I understand that you want different opinions, but, like, that's why we voted our president, because, like, hopefully he represents the majority of our opinions. So we should, like, have faith in his decision so that he can work quickly and not wait around.
I think it pushed through to an important thing there, the notion of we voted for the president, so this popular opinion or this popular thought is represented by someone. But I heard Morgan earlier say, but you know, Congress is representing us. They need to get in and have a say about what's happening. We elect them also. Grady and then Paige, do you have a hand up?
It was a great talk.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can cut the line because you had yours stolen. So if you want back in, raise your hand and I'll get you. All right, Grady.
I think that something that really points out the indecisiveness of our 535 generals is the government shutdown that I'm sure you've all heard about. Government shutdown because people in Congress are acting like big babies and can't make a compromise. And this is a similar case. You have 2 potential solutions. You either go to war with Syria or you don't. You commit to an act of violence against Syria or you don't. And so there's 2 options. And there's conveniently 2 parties that hate each other. So 535 generals can't make a decision fast enough to keep up with the rate of global interactions.
So the system doesn't work when people are so partisan. They're so stuck on their own sides that they can't come together?
Yes.